morning to all my One Piece niggas. What's going on? What is the word? Chapter 1166 is out and popping. If you're not caught up with the One Piece manga, please keep it pushing. We're gonna talk about it. Now let's get right into it. And before we get right into it, Yamato's gonna join the strides. I don't know if anybody was here with us last week. If you weren't, welcome. Garp and Roger finally took down Rocks. Rocks is coming up off of the Domi Reversi effect. The Domi Reversi can be reversed. Niggas is just gonna have to put all they best hockey into every attack that they do. Rocks D. Zebek noticed Roger and Garp are completely knocked out as the Holy Knights start heading toward him. Says to himself that Roger and Garp cannot die here. Hey, that boy for Garling said, them boys stop fighting? Yeah, I got some for you. They were watching the whole fight. For Garling puts the final blow into the legendary Rocks D. Davy D. Zebek, thus giving a little more understanding as to how he became the champion of God Valley. As someone who had a lot of Holy Knight stocks in around the first time they got introduced, I'm very disappointed. I am extremely saddened and disappointed. Because for me personally, I had very high expectations of my dogs. I wanted the Holy Knights to be a bridge or a gap in between the Emperors and the Admirals debate. I say this shit like every other video, bro. When it comes to evil, however, they far exceeded my expectations. But when it comes to like strength and power, however, we've seen some of their best, most powerful attacks on niggas who can't even fight back. Aben and Rayleigh come back carrying Garp and Roger. Roger's asking what happened to Rocks. Rayleigh's like, hey, they took that man out of there. Rocks is gone. The island is collapsing, literally sinking into the ocean. I know the screen's looking a little bit tiny. I got you. Garp and Roger are making their respectable coveries. Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Dragon, Baby Shanks, Kuma, Ivankov, and Ginny, and even Baby Blackbeard, bro. The events of God Valley single-handedly open lanes for multiple niggas. And why is Big Mom smiling? Ain't shit funny. You just took your captain is gone. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they didn't turn their backs on them, but as soon as they seen that their attack didn't do anything, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido say, fuck it. That nigga is gone. I'm gonna say this for you boys in the back before we get back to the present arc. When Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Loki and them get back to the main event, when they get to Imu, bro, Imu is going to wash them boys the first round. I need Imu to wash them niggas the first round. The events at God Valley were so crazy, so bizarre. The sky done split itself. The lightning said, nigga, I'ma take care of it real quick. I'ma split the skies for you niggas. I want y'all to know this panel right here, this shit never existed. This shit never existed. Moment of silence for my nigga Rocks D. Zebek. This man ought to be killing off his best written, greatest characters, bro. Roger's finally better. Roger's finally awake, moving around the ship. You know what that means. We don't care about Roger getting better at all. We can finally open all the treasure we done found. Devil fruits, jewelry, treasures. You name it, they got it. And then y'all got a Baby Shanks to go with. The rest of the world is reacting to the downfall of Rocks pirates. The non-violent, non-combatant, non-pirate niggas are celebrating. The streets are joyous and overfilled. Garp, on the other hand, knows the article is not true. And then look who it is after the events of God Valley, Sengoku. After all the chaos and all the drama, look who shows up. I mean, at least we get to see Sengoku. We didn't see Bogart at all. And that man, after the events of God Valley, says if the top brass would ever call him crazy or label him insane in any type of way, shape, or form, he would just turn the other way. Garp calls him a promotion-chasing fool. So Sengoku been tap dancing. Hate to see it. But Garp says that if he ever gets too far with this stuff, man, Garp's gonna end it himself. But this right here, I cannot respect from my boy Garp. He could have just said, people still need the Marines, people still need the Navy. The fact that he sees himself as this vicious guard dog is insane to me, bro. We go back to the New World in the land of Elbaf now. Loki is reacting to the events of Rocks and he's not too happy, bro. He done found out what they did to my boy. Loki then tells Rocks that he reminds him of Nika, warrior of liberation that will free the world while laughing. Rox then responds with, if anyone can be Nika, it's definitely Harold. Now, we know that Harold's role in the scheme that Rox had cooking up, Rox believed that Harold was the key to finding the Galera. But he also wanted him to have a certain double fruit also. Loki holding the newspaper in his hand like 4 quarters, is crying, bro. Begin to flash back at that young Harold, man. And the only reason he didn't even help Rox on his conquest was because he wanted his people to be accepted by the world government, which is just pointless right now. I look at the way that Harold's posing right now, right? This is exactly how he looked when Loki and Elder Jarl found him killed, bro. So it's like Harold's time is also coming up, by the way. The dragon says, Dad, I'm quitting the Marines. Garp is like, okay. Dragon also says, I hate you. Garp says, all right, okay, that's cool. Drops the keys and pimps off in the night. But he let Ace die. And you know how I know that Harold's time is coming up, bro? Because they showed this panel right here of him saying, Hasrudin, Loki, you are both my sons during the flashback. And then he got packed up shortly after that. King Harold pulls up to Marineford. Navy superiors have not yet given him permission to let King Harold land. King Harold, however, just wants to atone for the sins of past giants. And he takes off his horns forcefully as a way of proving his loyalty to the world government. And that he'll do whatever it takes to be accepted by them, even if it means becoming a slave. Oh yeah, I'm with Loki. But at least Emu was like, word? Promise? I can't stand King Harold, bro. King Harold was almost just as disappointing as the Holy Knights. I'm not gonna lie to you. But man, thank y'all for rocking with me. I will see y'all next week.